3 o'clock, and so I'm back. You need to put in a saucepan 2 sticks of unsalted butter and 4 ounces of unsweetened chocolate on a low flame to melt. This is what we're going to need. Make sure you keep the flame low because you don't want the chocolate to burn. You're also going to set your oven to 325. Make sure the shelf is in the middle. Now I have to chop up 3 cups of walnuts. If you cannot get walnuts and you have pecans, you can use pecans. Let me turn this pressure cooker. I'm cooking the bulbs, they're a bit loud. Sorry about that. So let me go ahead and start getting this done, and you can see as I'm working this. We're going to coarsely chop these. You don't want them fine. You just want them coarsely chopped and put to the side. These are loaded with nuts. And we're going to try to make brownies with pumpkin. And make them healthy at the same time for us. It's 1 cup. We're going to need a 9 by 13 greased. Yeah, this makes a big batch. That's a nice part about it. Why make an 8 by 8 when you can make a big batch of brownies? There you are. I knew you were somewhere. Something just popped up there. I didn't know what it was. Go ahead and check it out. Now don't chop these too fine. You want them coarse. I told you I was thinking about making brownies with pumpkin. I used a pint jar that I had with pumpkin and I strained it right here. I don't know how much that is. So we have our 3 cups of nuts right here. I don't think I'm going to need this anymore. Where can I put you? Okay, we've got to get the flour and stuff together first. All right. We're going to have have to use, let's see, they want 1.5. Think about how much flour I want to put in this because we're changing it around. We're definitely adding a 1/2 cup of whole wheat flour into this. Because we're adding the pumpkin, we're having to cover for the moisture, which we don't think about. But it is something you have to think about. Let me see how my butter and chocolate is going. I might be adding more flour, I just have to wait and see. Okay, that's moving along quite. Let's see, the pumpkin shouldn't have it. All right, let's put 1.5 cups of flour, all-purpose flour now. I don't know if I'm going to have to add more. We're just sort of winging this right now. So if I change my mind, don't worry. I go through bouts of that all the time. We do need 1 teaspoon of salt in this. Where did I put it? We got the nuts, we got that. Flour, I'm still thinking on the flour, contemplating it. Because that's going to be the thing that you can mess up on real easy if you're not careful. And so that's why I'm concerned. Okay. All right, so we got 3 cups of nuts going. We have 4 ounces of chocolate, which is a whole box for me, and 2 sticks of unsalted butter. They're melting over there on the stove. Let me see, what else can I do? Get the nuts out of the way. No, we're not done. I think I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of pumpkin spice in here. I made pumpkin spice, so I don't have to worry about putting the whole combination of the seasonings together. I think 2 should do it. For the size, this is a 9 by 13, so we're hoping. Thank you. I like it too. Your oven set at 325, like I said. Yeah, that has a nice smell to it. Sometimes you see me doing that, that tells me if I need to add more or not. If you want to know where I got the apron from, I got it from Amazon. I don't know if they still have these aprons. They might have run out. I have no idea. You have to look and find out if you wish to get it. So your senses of taste and smell are very, very important. Color, anybody can do. Yeah, that should do it. I know you're watching me say, what is that lady crazy or something? You need 5 eggs cracked into a bowl. My son was showing off this morning. He went, tink, with one hand. I said, oh, you like doing that, don't you? He said, I do. I said, yeah, you just do it like that and press them apart. It comes right out. Some things they like to do when they get in the kitchen, which I think is funny. Gotta check my chocolate and butter right now. I'll be right back. Now, come on, you've got to melt, because I'm going to have to pour you in here. All right, they want us to beat. I'm going to mash that up first. I strained my pumpkin, but I put the liquid over there. Still moist, that's why I'm adding more flour. We want you to beat these really, really well. And we're going to beat these until they're foamy. So we're going to be at it for a little bit. They do say at high speed. This is going to give us the lift that we're looking for. We're actually using the eggs for our lift. You want to know your leavenings. Egg whites can be, eggs can be, but eggs don't give you normally a high lift. It's the white. Baking soda, baking powder, and definitely a kind of yeast. They're known as your leavenings. I have to check my chocolate. It's taking forever to melt. Okay, I got you melted. Now you just sit there till I get to you. Where's my sugar? I'm gonna need some more sugar. That is not enough to whistle Dixie. Yeah, that'll get it for now. Where did I put that lid? Oh. Okay. We're going to be adding sugar into this, actually 2 cups, a half a cup at a time, and we're going to beat it in. I need 2 hands. I need 3 sometimes. Ready, another half a cup. I promised to make pumpkin brownies. I think these are going to be pumpkin fudgy brownies with a lot of nuts. cup. When I get done, it'll be 2 cups of sugar completely. You see it's beating up quite high. Beating a lot of air into this. Okay. Okay. That's it, 2 cups of sugar. You can see beating the egg whites with the sugar, how it gives it that lift. There's a lot here. Okay. I am going to be adding the pumpkin in. Get some of this fluid off. There's more fluid. Every time I turn around, there's more. All right, how much is this? This is about a cup pumpkin, okay? Now, I don't know if all this is going to work, but this is an idea. Experimental. Pour your melted chocolate and butter in here. I'm beginning to think I might add a little more flour. Another 1/2 cup of flour, I think, to my flour mixture. So that would be 2.5 cups of flour. Okay. I'm watching this and I'm looking at that, so I know I need more. So we'll add 2 cups of flour. I thought it was going to be enough, but 2.5, because this is a big pot we're making. This is when we get into the kitchen and we start experimenting. I want to make sure I can still smell the pumpkin spice in here. And vanilla, I guess we'd add a whole teaspoon of vanilla and see how that comes out. And we'll smell it and check it out. I'm going to. Pray nothing falls over while I'm doing it. You got 3 cups of nuts here. You're going to pour the flour mixture into them and mix them up together, and then we're going to put this in. You know, I need a bigger bowl. I need lots of bigger bowls. Look at all my bowls are taken. Let me see if I can find something to put this in. This is really large. This happens all the time. Okay, I got a bigger bowl. Not that I wanted to use it, but we'll use it. So mix those nuts up into the flour mixture so they'll be suspended throughout the brownies. All these little things you do, which makes you a better cook. I really don't want to use this. You really want me to use this? No, I think I better stir this in. I'm not going to do your way. I'm going to do my way. I like my way better. Okay. Now you're going to pour all this in here. And I'm going to use a spatula. Mix this up. This is a lot. This is going to be a big pot, as they say, a large amount. Smells good. You can really smell the chocolate though. Stir until you clear the flour up. I keep on seeing flour every time I turn around. Come on. It should be clear from the bottom. Grease a 9 by 13, okay? Can you imagine all the different ways of making brownies and things? Each generation is more creative than the one before. But we just keep moving forward. My mother would never think of putting pumpkin in this. Now, just sort of level it off. Now, if you want, you can decorate it with nuts on top if you wish. Which would be nice if you like your brownies decorated. How long is this going to cook? God. You could try it anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. Well, we'll put it in the oven and see how it comes out. I don't know how it's going to taste. So let's try the batter. We'll get an idea. It's chocolatey. The pumpkin is very mild in that. Now, this looks really good and reminds me of something. My grandfather used to tell me, he said, you can see a tree grow, but you can never see a knee grow. Okay, Jimmy. I think you're joking there. Anyway, I'm going to turn this video off because I can't see 45 minutes wasting. Anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. I'll do a part 2 in this, and we'll see how it looks and how it comes out, because it's going to have to cool. So, all right, 20, 40, 50, maybe on the hour it'll be done at 4, but it'll have to cool some because it's like a fudge, so we'll have to wait and see till then. But I'll see you then. If I fall asleep before then, you'll see it tomorrow morning. But I will do a live short to show you what it looks like. So listen, you take care. Bye-bye.